Good morning everyone, I'm just that dude over there, and let's cut to the chase. About 8 weeks ago, recording this, I failed my second attempt at the Gauntlet, an ongoing series where I attempt to beat the first 5 generations of Pokémon as a Nuzlocke. We were so close to moving on to the Sinnoh region, but due to poor team building, we lost at the final obstacle, Champion Wallace. As punishment for getting this far, to keep my skills sharp, I decided to fix my game. All the enemy trainers have had their levels boosted by 10%. That includes gym leaders and goes all the way to the champion. Next, I randomized Pokemon I can encounter on each route for Fire Red, and this does include abilities. Meaning that we have a chance of finding Wonder Guard Slaking or Truant Trapinch. Our goal is to return to Hoenn and beat it once and for all. But in order to get there, we need to go back to the beginning, again, and clear out the remixed Kanto and Johto region. For the sake of simplicity, I decided to update the display. In the old display, I showed all of our Pokemon we were using for any given gym or chapter around gameplay. I wanted to show you our current party wherever we were, so that way you could see how the party developed as it went. But, because of how I edit the videos, it would drag the render time down a lot. For comparison, the Papa's videos would take anywhere from 5 to half an hour. My Can You Fix videos or Fire Emblem videos would range from like an hour to maybe like 2 hours. Any Pokemon video I would make would have me rendering for times ranging from 8 to 12 hours. For a shoddily made video, I think that's a bit much. Especially since the art is subpar and the editing is just me speeding up gameplay, with your occasional edit. So, until I can get better at editing to justify the 8-hour wait, I decided to just highlight the MVP for a certain segment, rather than show every member of the party. That way, the one that did the most work gets the most screen time. Listen, it has to be this way, otherwise another episode would take months to work on due to lack of motivation. I'm happy with this since it doesn't compromise too much on the original idea. So let's get on to the video. Walking into Oak's lab, Twitter and I get our choices between Regice, Nosepass, and Slowbro. Normally a legendary would be optimal since it has greater stats than most other Pokemon. However, that only applies to good legendaries. Regice kinda sucks. Its only attacking move is Explosion. That is until level 9. And that's pretty hard when trying to capture Pokemon that could range from Trapinch to Zapdos. Its stats are kinda bad as well, with Special Defense being its best stat, and, you know, it's also an Ice type. So no Regice. If we pick Nosepass, Twitter gets Regice, and while the thought of Twitter exploding to get a victory is really funny, and kinda on the nose, Nosepass is one of those Pokemon that fall off really hard in the late game. We need a starter that will stick around and will be a great asset for both early and late game. So we welcome Candice, the Drought Summoning Slowbro, to our team. Held items were also randomized, and Candice held the TM for Calm Mind. I randomized TMs and move tutors as well, so color me shocked when I found that Slowbro wanted to learn Calm Mind. We don't win the initial battle with Twitter, but because we don't get the Pokedex for Pokeballs, we don't count it as a loss and move on our way. After actually starting the Nuzlocke, we get a wide cast of characters to join the team. Before Brock, we catch Too Loud, the thick fat Loudred, Pontiff, the pressure projecting Survivor, and Starmie, the cute and charming Starmie. Candice really helped us for our first chapter against Gamer Yellow. She learned Curse as Slowpokes normally do, early, so that combined with Calm Mind meant we got full stat setup for the price of speed. Slowbro's not really that fast anyway, so it's a great trade in my book. Yellow's team consisted of Weezing and Duskull, with the ace being level 15. Thanks to Curse, Candice survives against Weezing's self-destruct, and Too Loud is able to defeat Duskull without retaliation since Duskull doesn't have any non-ghost moves. On our way to Cerulean, we find Rupert the Flame Body Trapinch on Route 3, Fluffy the Water Absorbing Spheal on Mount Moon, and Charisma, kill me, the Blazing Sneasel for 500 Dolans. The space between Pewter and Cerulean is super boring. Mount Moon is just so bland and annoying despite it being the introduction to Team Rocket. We pick up Lord Helix Fossil instead of Democracy. While I did struggle to think about who really stepped up for this chapter, the Pokemon that comes to mind is Pontiff. This run as a whole has really changed my opinion on this venomous snake, and while I won't use them in future teams, if I don't have to, their presence changed my opinion on Survivor for the better. From Cerulean, we convince Bill to return to his furry closet to get access to the SSN. We catch lackluster Pokemon until we find Slay Queen, the Inner Focus Slay King, and force Twitter off the ship because his ticket was expired. We don't grab the Verse Seeker to level up our Mons because rare candies serve the same purpose that the Verse Seeker does, without the EVs. Need EXP? Rare candies. Need money? Rare candies. Need a reason not to end it all? Rare candies, it solves all your problems. Since gamer Joey participated in World War Generation 3, he uses Pokemon that kept him alive during the war. He leads with his scout dog Jolteon that helped Joey keep communication with the rest of his platoon when his walkie-talkie on radio died. He then switches to Diglett, who helped Joey navigate the underground to get him to a safe spot to rest while Diglett began digging tunnels. And finally, his last Pokemon, Skarmory, who acted as his eyes in the sky. With these three Pokemon, he dug out of hell and became a gamer, to move and inspire all those who came across him. God bless him. Now with Vermilion done, we progress through Rock Tunnel and quickly plow through gamer Wilkstrom of Celadon Gym, and Juggler True Green 7 of Team Rocket. Listen, I know that Team Rocket is full of clowns, but I didn't expect that they actually be led by a juggler. After clearing the Lavender Tower, we tell gamer Mike that to become Hokage, he needs to practice ninjutsu opposed to animal handling. We breeze through Silphco and move on to Saffron's gamer Gita. I know we're moving extremely quickly through these points, but you need to remember that this is my third playthrough of Kanto and Johto. I don't really have much to say since Slay Queen can pretty much body everything that's not a fighting type. After defeating this gamer, we decide to detour our badge quest to pick up some potential legendaries in the power plant in Seafoam Islands. Since the level cap was raised, they could actually be used opposed to Rayquaza and Emerald. However, the only good legendary we got from the power plant was a level 50 Machamp. Sounds better than a level 50 Trico, however, we did also catch Combuskin, so we decided to recruit Trico to finish the league with 2 home starters. Rather than discuss the battles between Boomer Gamer Bob and Traitorous Gamer Juggler True Green 7, let's discuss our final team for Kanto Attempt 3. Leading the team is Slay Queen, the Inner Focus Slay King, with Strength, Yawn, Feint Attack, and Slack Off to restore HP without using a potion. Next is Sheila, the Bug Swarming Manectric, with Spark, Bite, Leer, and Thunder Wave. From there, we have Brack, the Gutsy Blaziken, with Blaze Kick, Sky Uppercut, Bulk Up, and Sand Attack. After Brack is Szechuan the Sceptile, with the roughest of skins with Giga Drain, Slam, Detect, and Agility. Then is our new recruit, Brooks, the sturdy Piloswine with Horn Attack, Odor Sleuth, Powder Snout, and Blizzard. And no team is complete without a starter. Candice, the Drought Summoning Slowbro with Surf, Curse, Psychic, and Calm Mind. The Elite Cultists didn't really stand much a chance against us. It's not really a surprise since we have a good roster of Pokemon accompanied by good moves. And let's be real, a Slay King without Truant. This thing is just a legendary without the title. Elon Musk, the manager of former Twitter, awaits us at Journey's End, and just like the platform itself, it starts out by blowing itself up before getting to business. Elon's team doesn't really stack up against us well, but he manages to trigger some PTSD when he sends out Walrein. I was surprised that his team randomized him a Kanto starter to use, but needless to say, we won, and now we're going to the next randomly generated region with Johto. Listen, I'll admit that Random Kanto was kinda carried by an almost legendary. But come on, the odds of getting carried by a Pokemon like that were going to be low, so I had to take it. It's not like it could happen again. So let's see what our Johto starters are. First is Corsola. I mean, I guess that could be a good early game pick. Politoed is next. Decent choice. I might run into problems though, since I don't think it gets any level up moves. And finally we get Raikou. With our newly found dog, we destroy Santa's stolen Corsola and move on to Violet City to face off against not a gamer, but a member of the Yakuza, Clement. We had a very close encounter against a gym trainer with a Snorlax. All of my guys were special attackers or not fully healed up, so I thought we were gonna wipe. Thankfully, Shauna the Nido Queen knew Double Kick and was able to slowly kill this dangerous fat man. When we actually got to Clement himself, he told us that no electric types would take out his flying types. He would be correct. No electric type killed his flying types, because the man had no flying types. Instead, Todd the Raikou and Shauna wiped the floor with Charmeleon and Clefairy. Before moving to Azalea Town, we decide to actually hatch the egg Elm's assistant gives us, since the possibilities of what's inside are limitless. We could get a Mew, Tyranitar, hell, even Ampharos, who wasn't even in Crystal. But when it hatched, I was surprised when an actual Babymon showed up. Welcome to the team, Maxine. We will probably not use you whatsoever. In Azalea Town, we catch Danny the Tyranitar and Slowpoke well as we dispose of a bunch of doctors, aiding the injured Swinubs. We face off against the next Yakuza, whose name just so happened to randomize into Bugsy, who I remembered was a guy this time. Don't worry. I think it's funny too. Bugsy's team actually randomized into something I would expect Bugsy to have if his team was themed around nature instead of bugs. Honestly, I'm impressed. I hope I could see this energy moving forward. From there, we go against Goldenrod's Yakuza. From Galar, Hop. To make up for the fact that Hop no longer has Miltank, she brings out Sandslash and pairs it with Feedaran. Honestly, the gym was a joke with our super roided out Mons, so let's instead move on to Ekritique Gym. Bill gives us Nanako the Slow King, because he's too irresponsible to take care of it, and we face off against the next Yakuza member, Y. Bro really out here trying to rip off my boy N. You ain't half the trainer this guy is, kid. I'll give him this though, his team is a bit tougher if we didn't use Nanako. But with his defeat, we secure the halfway point in the game. While getting ready for the route split, we fight more doctors and come across their generator. Based off of how I handle encounters, we have 3 potential Pokemon we can catch for free since they're static encounters. I didn't bring it up last time we played because they were all Electrode and I live off the dupe clause, so 3 Electrodes sitting in my PC wasn't going to work with me. We catch Kadabra and Wooper and finalize our team for the next 3 Yakuza thugs. Starting in Cyanwood, we face off against the Kalos trainer turned Yakuza member, Tierno. His team consists of 2 Flaffies, so Todd got some free kills before moving on to Mahogany Town. In Mahogany Town, we encounter the old man Yakuza Roxy, who challenges us with a team consisting of Sudowoodo, Macargo, and Kakuna. So again, Nanako gets some free kills before moving on to Olivine. After giving her some secret medicine, former Hoenn gym leader turned Yakuza Flannery fights us with a Marill, Skiploom, and Ninetales. Man, these 3 were absolutely free. I wonder how Blackthorn will punish me. Well, not by much, especially after losing to me with their Ariados, Macargo, Gengar, and Octillery. Yakuza Toko throws a fit and tells us to get approval before she gives us a gym badge, but I hit her with the simple and steal the badge. While we surf to Kanto, let's quickly cover the team. Leading the charge is Todd the Raikou, with Bite, Thundershock, Spark, and Quick Attack. Next is longtime partner Shauna the Nido Queen, with Body Slam, Twin Needle, Double Kick, and Tail Whip. Following her is the dangerous diva Danny the Tyranitar, with Crunch, Rock Slide, Sandstorm, and Screech. From there, we have Queen Nanako, of the Slow King kind, with Surf, Psychic, Waterfall, and Headbutt. Then it's Splashing Jumpluff with Poison Powder, Leech Seed, Protect, and Mega Drain. And to round out the team, we bring in Mana, the Furret, with Strength, Defense Curl, Tri-Attack, and Swift. I can't remember why I chose to bring Mana and Splash with us, but I do remember that they both did stuff in our battle against the Elite Archpriests. In fact, everyone played their part. I remember how Mana had an honor battle against Champion Director Cammy and his Furret. It was really funny, and I just want to clear this up now. No, I'm not doing Kanto again, and I'm serious this time. I don't have the time nor the effort to actually do Kanto for a fourth time, when Hoenn is literally right there, alright? We are moving on to Hoenn, and I don't care what anyone else has to say. No, we are not having another battle against whatever could be up Mount Silver. I really hope I clear Hoenn this time. I am serious when I say that this has been a ghoulish grind getting back here, and if I have to reset again, I'm gonna lose my mind. Thankfully, I have some time before that happens, so here's to a clean victory. If you like what you saw, why not consider leaving a like and spreading the video around. It really helps idiots like me who suck at promoting videos. But until next time, stay safe out there.